Good morning. Welcome to CTV Sports. I'm Dale Schwetz.
And good morning from me, Dale Schwetz. I'm Jan-Erik Frank.
On a very special day here.
Dale, it's a special but also a sad day.
Well, I know, because we always hate when party ends.
We do.
We do, but, this is our final day here, our final day of polo, and it's going to be a big one, though. It's the 2023 limited edition 8-goal final coming to you from where, it couldn't be a better place to have one of our final broadcasts this season of the winter season 2023 at the Santa Rita Polo Farm on the Aspen Field. Also, remember, because Aspen Valley Polo Club, our sister club in Aspen, Colorado, just outside Carbondale and Aspen area. And, you can play polo there from July through September. So make sure, if you're looking for your summer destination, to check out the Aspen Valley Polo Club. And, of course, you can always go to gcpolo.com, and you see our general manager's number there and our director of the polo school who's playing today. And here they are. So, Jan, let's meet the players.
With pleasure, Dale. Let's start with Grand Champions Polo Club. They're in the light blue and white shirts. 3 young cracks playing the number 1, 2, 3 position, all coming in off 0 goals. Milo McDonough at number 1, Franz Pinacci at number 2, Artemio Figueres at number 3, and then, of course, Tomacho Pierre is the 6th goaler at number 4. Rafool Polo, led by El Capitano, Ray Rafool at -1 at 1. Then Santos Bellini, the first of our 2 Bellinis at number 2, playing off 2 goals. Our friend from England, Henry Porter, on the ball as I speak. And Henry Porter at number 3 or 4 goals. And, of course, Juan Bellini at number 4 or 3 goals. Now, remember, Grand Champions Polo Club, 6 goals. They come in with a 2-goal lead. Rafool Polo with 8, picking up their first goal, making it 2 goals to 1. Still in favor of Grand Champions Polo Club.
Yeah, great way to start the first chukker here, especially when you need to give 2 goals up. And very quick goal out of the bowling. And you might be having a little issue or one of them 4-legged athletes, so just checking things out, make sure the player's good. But a great start here by Henry Porter. Big day yesterday.
Great day.
The Triple Crown of Polo, 32 goals scored.
I couldn't believe it.
Unbelievable. We had a 31 that's what the record was in the All-Star Challenge. It happened at the beginning of the season. We had 31, and at the end of the season, 32, when you had the final goal there by Facundo Yoza. And you know what? It just shows so much how great that tournament was, that even though they were down by a couple goals, they still finished super strong. What a tournament it was. If you didn't get to see that, you can always go back to any of our platforms, our YouTube channel, and CTV Sports, and review it. You will just be amazed. It was an amazing game, amazing day at the Grand Champions Polo Club. Here we go. Back to the action as they keep it going, and it's going to be controlled here by Rafool Polo.
And again, the young Englishman there, Henry Porter, will leave that one behind for, as you like to call him, the elder statesman, the man who I'm sure must have so many cabinets full of trophies. Juan Bellini really having won literally everything there is to it. I remember back in the day, Dale, when he played and won the British Open, beating Adolfo Cambiasso.
Amazing player. I've played a lot of polo, of course, with Juan. And actually, when both the Ganseys were learning to play, Melissa and Mark, and actually we played in 8-goal and 12-goal, and in 3 years won 16 tournaments and lost 1.
Wow.
So it was a great start. A lot of fun back then. And it's amazing to see what Melissa and Mark have done since then, especially with the Grand Champions Polo Club being here, in the 16th season, 5th year with the World Polo League. It just keeps growing day by day. Unbelievable. Back to the action here. The field looking amazing here, especially at the end of the season. Great job by our field crew. Just unbelievable. Been so much polo played. But look at this. On the move inside, Franz Pinacci. And he'll get his first of the day and put it back to a 2-goal lead.
Indeed he will. Working very hard there, beating the first player. And he got a bit of help there from Artemio Figueres. But you've got to give it up for these young stars, Dale. So clinical, so focused. Here you see him again coming towards goal, working it hard, coming far out of the side. You see he beat Bellini there, and he got the support, Figueres, from Fran Spinacci, and as you would say, ice in his veins.
Yeah, no, this is gonna be a fun game to watch because Camacho had a stellar season, number 4 there, playing for GCPC, and for the Casablanca team this year. I just thought Camacho played unbelievable, 6 goals, and these young stars are going to play. And you have, as you said, some elder statesmen and some good young players playing for Rafool Polo. So they're going to have to keep the energy up against these young guys. Look at this goal here by Artemio Figueres. He's going to get out in front, and Artemio, one time, great shot.
Yeah, nicely done. Again, very clinical, corrects himself. Perfect pick up there on the near side. Keeps his head down, opens his shoulders, follows through. Head is still down. And maybe he did that just to tease us, Dale, to put it on the inside of that left post.
Well, all 3 of these young guys had such a stellar season. Remember, Milo, I think he's going to be one of the youngest players to ever play in the World Polo League, and scoring 5 goals in one game. Unbelievable. And we got to talk to his mother, Mercedes. She said that it changed his life.
Nice. I'm not surprised.
It changed his life.
Yeah.
And to hear that happening to a young player like that, whose father's 10 goals, and just being a young guy, it just changed his whole outlook on polo.
Yeah.
And he took him to a whole nother level. And it just gives blessing to the World Polo League. And it gives blessing to the Grand Champions Polo Club and all these young players.
And let me tell you something else, Dale. My life changed when you walked into my life.
I love it. I enjoy being with you, too. When we talk about the whole CTV Sports crew, we gave them a lot of love yesterday, Yan. We can't do this without everybody around us.
True.
Well, man,
Very
it's an
true.
amazing group here. It is a family. We work with each other a lot. We enjoy being with each other. Here in the studio, and of course everyone at the field, as all of our videographers out there working so hard, and our photographers, everything, just photographers, everything that they do. And it's just been amazing. And the new studio this year just taking things to a whole other level. Back and forth here, 4-1.
And yeah, so far Rafool Polo not getting off to that to the start that they'd hoped for. Haven't really seen that much yet, apart from that one cracking goal from Henry Porter. Still waiting to see a little bit more involvement from the man with the number 2 on his shirt, Santos Bellini. He's another one of those very, very talented young players who's also impressed us no end here at CTV Sports. Now for the first time in quite some time in this first chukker, Rafool Polo, remember they are in the dark blue shirts, and Henry Porter, again, instrumental in getting that ball deep into Grand Champion Polo Club territory, up against Camacho Pierres. Still Porter on the boards, will turn it around. This time it's, you might leave that one for Bellini. Bellini's right behind him. Porter working it, trying to get a situation where he can open those shoulders and take a shot, but Camacho, of course, coming in off 6 goals, well, he knows how to not only steal the ball back, but also turn defense into offense. Now it's Bellini Senior pushing Artemio Figueres out of the way. That takes a shot.
Oh,
wow.
Not much goal to shoot at there.
No.
And a lot, it just shows you right there how all the contact down in there, but very clean by both teams here early. And Camacho sees he's got Fran open. Here we go.
Spinacci, good first touch. Again, if you're new to the game, then this is definitely very much worth watching. The way these young players are positioning themselves, the way they execute their shots. There's an inside backhand, and Rafool Polo able to stop that, but it'll be short-lived because Senora McDonough, Milo here working very hard to try and start things up again, finding themselves down in the half of Rafool, but they also know how to play this game. Bellini appealing, and he might get a whistle on that.
Yeah, I like it, especially in Aiko Polo. Might let that go into 26, but here the Aiko is a great call on the turn. Keep an eye right there. The ball's coming around, and you see the reach right there. And then he'll go ahead and Yeah, he's on the move here, so you're probably going to see a 4. Or they go up, they're further back. So I thought they might move this one down a little bit, but they're going to go to center. So they'll go ahead and have a penalty 5A. 5B, I'm sorry, from the center. And Juan Bellini, former ACO player, director of operations for the Polo School, which is, man, I can't wait till the Polo School's done. They have been working over building the new barns there, and it's just fabulous place. And the Polo School being, remember, a registered USPA-sanctioned club. And so that should be phenomenal as we go into 2024. Now, on the move, everybody in the circle here, it's going to be Tato Bellini.
He gets a piece of it, but the second touch will be evaded because once again, Tomacho Pierres, as you know, Dale, I always like watching him play. Very focused, very calm, always has a very, very constant demeanor about him. Rarely gets into any kind of rage, just focusing on what he has to do. And this is another one of those superstars. Figueres. Oh, nicely done from the full volley. Porter will come back to pick up that ball, turns it around, and we know he's a big hitter. Hammers that one back towards the halfway line, maybe perfectly placed for Rafool. He just gets beaten again. Bellini there now trying to take on Milo McDonough. McDonough, 3 of them, 3 Rafool defenders there picking up the ball. And it will be Bellini. Juan, oh, nice hook there. But he gets the support now then from Porter. Sends it down, I believe. Oh, no, it's Chuckerdale.
Yeah, it's an end to Chuckerdale now. Great hook there on Bellini to set up Porter, but the time is clicking down, so that'll end our first Chucker play. So stay with us. We're going to go to a little commercial break, and we'll be right back here for our second Chucker of the limited edition 8-goal final 2023.
This is a championship meet. All the best jockeys in the world are here, and I'm excited to ride against them.
We back.
And you get to watch some really incredible, talented athletes out there.
Yeah.
To us, it's a place to be in the winter.
I love Gulfstream Park because of the racing.
The palm trees, the beach is right here. The horse racing is some of the best in the country.
A lot of good horses come out of here. And if you want to go to the next level, Gulfstream Park was the place to come.
I remember the first time I came to Gulfstream, it was like this big fairy tale place. All the history. And all these great horses, trainers, jockeys. It was everything that I ever dreamed of.
Welcome back to CTV Sports for our second Chucker of the 2023 limited edition 8-goal final. And, you know, that last commercial there, Yan, I think I saw a few friends of ours.
Yes, and I saw you in it as well.
A lot of friends of ours there. Of course, we're talking about the World Polo League Beach Polo World Cup. So if you haven't gotten your ticket, well, get ready because we're going to start Friday next week and it's always the frosting on the cake.
It is indeed, and we've been speaking to some of the players who will be taking part, and as always, there's this real sense of anticipation and looking forward to moving down to Miami, to South Beach. Very much looking forward to that. As Dale said, you might want to go to the internet and see if you can still pick up some ticket, MiamiPoloWorldCup.com. And we look forward to seeing you down there. As Dale was saying, the action starts on Saturday, and then, of course, the final on Sunday. But now let's go back to this final, a very important final here between these two big teams. Grand Champions Polo Club, remember, they're in the light blue against Rafool Polo in the dark shirts. And so far, that's the only man who has scored here for the dark blues. Henry Porter, the man with the number 3 on his shirt. Ran into him the other day. He's going to be here until around about the middle of May, telling me how much he loves and enjoys playing at Grand Champions Polo Club. And, yeah, really happy to be in this final. There's the pass from Bellini back to Porter. Henry on the move. Gets a challenge. Nicely done by the number 2, Fran Spinacci. You know what, Dale? I just can't get enough watching these youngsters.
Yeah. No, they're so quick. But he's going to get called here for being overlapped. Watch this. He's still overlapped right there when he goes for that back shot.
Yeah.
And he's got to be careful there. He kind of bumped, made a little contact, and then he made the back shot. Very quick. But also, congratulations to Ray Rafool. I know he's thrilled to be here, to be in the final here of the limited edition ACO. We got to talk about it. I mean, the 6-goal polo, 8-goal polo, 12-goal polo this season here at the Grand Champions Polo Club. Phenomenal.
Absolutely phenomenal.
I mean, we covered everything here on CTV Sports, so we got to be up close and personal to it. And I got to tell you, Yan, I'm so impressed with the world of polo and the growth. It's just unbelievable. The rising stars that are coming is really going to just take the polo game to a whole nother level. And, of course, the ability to see it, of course, here, as we do here on CTV Sport, to present the game to you. The amazing four-legged athletes, everything just higher level.
No, indeed it is. And we'll continue in a moment. Let's just see what Henry Porter can do here. Can he pick up his second goal for Rafool Polo on this penalty 4? From where we're sitting here, Dale, it looked like it but only just went out on the left-hand side on your screens.
Yeah, nice try, just off the side there. To your left on the screen, right on the field. And it'll be Tamacho.
To get things underway again here with a good 5.5 minutes left to play here in Chukka number 2. On the move on the far side then, Artemio Figueres. Still dragging that team. Gets a bit of support there from, did that ball go over the side? I think it might have just poppled over. Yeah, there it is. So
change of possession?
Indeed. First change of possession of the game. Quickly taken by Juan Bellini. A lot of space for him to work. And, well, we know that when they come from Juan, when they come far, they can come very far. Seen some cracking goals by Bellini. Tamacho for Grand Champions Polo Club. Yeah. Runs into a little bit of traffic there. Henry Porter. Now Henry needs to allow the player to make a play. A little chip shot there. Nicely done. And picked up in midair. This is what I'm talking about. These kids have an incredible eye for the ball and the eye-ball-hand coordination. Again, spectacular. Figueres trying to send the ball and feed it up to Spinacci. Good run. Now then, he's got to get past Santos Bellini. And that is by all means not an easy task to do. In comes the other Bellini. Senior has a little look up. Who can he play it to? Plays it, well, kind of under the neck. Wants to send it back to Santos, and he'll be thinking, that's a great pass, Dad. Thank you very much. I'll have a piece of this. He's now getting a lot more involved. Santos, slightly topped it. Where's that next shirt in the dark blue? Well, that should have been the number 3, but he got beaten to it by Tamacho Pierres. But Henry Porter, cheeky, but very effective, but unable to finish.
Oh, bad luck there on the steal. Beautiful steal. And it went back and forth, but they're still fighting down there. Porter's going to get it back. And, wow, does he get across? I guess they're going to call him for the cross hook here. But a nice attempt by Artemio.
Very nice
Looked
indeed.
like we almost got there, but let's see. We're gonna get a good look at it here. Became a melee down there as we started with a great steal from Porter. And wow, that's interesting. I looked to me like he was there in time, but on our view, he does come from behind, but he gets to the side. See what happens. See what they decide to call here. As a good shot of this has been. I've enjoyed this, and I've had so many people get in touch with me on just our end zone cams and getting up close like this to the horses, getting up close to the players right there. Look at there's Artemio. There's Nacho Figueres, his father. You have Franz Panacci's father down there, Pablo. You know, seeing the coach, seeing the fathers coach their sons. It's just there's Pablo right there, in back right there. Chuck, he's of course Franz playing Pablo, Artemio.
Very proud moment.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't the hook.
It wasn't the hook?
No. So it was actually what they called there was they called a crossing foul before. It wasn't the call against Artemio. So well done, Artemio. Good play. But again, we had so many people just have gotten in touch with us on how it just brings them into the game to be down in the pits. It's like being in the pits at a NASCAR race or Formula One. We talked about it.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go to a race and sit the car and watch cars, but if you get down in the pits and you got to buy a pit pass.
You know you do indeed.
It's unbelievable. It's almost like having your own pit pass here on CTV Sports. So what they did, they called the crossing foul before. So what happened there was he needed to have one play. They played continuation, and Artemio was coming from behind, didn't realize it.
Right.
Artemio got across, made the hook, but they already had a foul on the GCPC team, and Porter was allowed a neutral play, and so that's why you had the open goal penalty too. So good call by the Mount officials, and I want to thank our IROs and slash third man, Steve Late. Field side, of course, always keeping us involved in all that type of stuff. Ray, coming back hard on defense.
He is indeed, but on the near side, trying to push
well
it through.
Well done, Ray. Good D.
Very good D. Avoiding Milo McDonough picking up his first goal.
Yeah, Milo's on the attack there, and Ray just came out of nowhere and had a very clean, effective write-off.
Yeah. Bellini getting things underway now. Out to the right-hand side, feeding Porter. Porter immediately has two defenders on him. There's the under-the-neck shot. Didn't quite get the clean shot he wanted on that ball. Tamacho will pick it up from the boards. Now, what's he got up his sleeve? He will turn it around. And look how they try. Artemio's trying to take out the number 3 there to allow Tamacho to make another great pass. But it'll be met and picked up by Santos. Now, he, of course, as we know, has got an amazing string of ponies. A good challenge once again from Franz Pinacci. And turned around by McDonough. Milo trying to control it. And you can see there like a great white shark waiting to pounce. Juan Bellini. Clever play again by McDonough using the near side. Porter unable to control it. In comes the other Bellini. And Tamacho not able to pick a little hook on that play. He's going to have another crack at this. Santos not able to control it. Tamacho now with a bit of space and room to work. Has a slight deflection. And now that could have been a great pass from Porter to Bellini. But again, he read it well. Tamacho, look at this. This is, as you would say, Dale, a beautiful pass in front of goal. Again, very focused. Spinacci. Very unlucky to not get the finishing touch there.
8 goals turned into our 12-goal game. we see this all season. It brings a smile on my face every time I see it. We're watching the 12 goal, goes to 16 goals. We watch the 8 goal, goes there. We watch the 6 goal, goes to 10 goals. It's amazing. I mean, this chucker just opened up to running, hitting, and running everybody. Well done here by Bellini. He's going to make sure he works the clock there perfectly. He'll captain the team there, so good time management. So he'll have possession for the third chucker when we return with a knock-in for Rafool Polo. Stay with us here on CTV Sports.
Hi, I'm Tomacho Pérez.
Hello, I'm Nacho Figueras.
Hello, I'm Martín Muñoz.
I'm Gonzalito Pérez.
I'm Alejandro Novilla Estrada.
Hello, I'm Nacho Novilla Estrada. I made goals and here back in Aspen.
Happy to be back in town playing with the best teams, best boys, and on the best fields.
So we're gonna start the season a full power horse.
I'm just happy to be back in Florida. It's hometown. Looking forward to getting back on these amazing fields.
Welcome back to our third chucker play. We're going to start here with a knock-in for Rafool Polo. And guess what, Yan? I'm going to take you to lunch today.
Get out of here.
I am.
Really? Where are you going to take?
I try to guess.
Well, you know.
Well, I want to watch. I'll give you a clue. I want to watch the finals of the Triple Crown. So I want to take you to a place where we can watch that.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you this, Dale. Thank you for the invitation, but I'll only go if they have wings.
You got it. You got it. So we're going to Buffalo Wild Wings.
Nice.
Yeah, and we're going to watch the replay of the Triple Crown, and we're going to be able to watch the replay of this ACO final also. So it's going to be cool. You can watch them on all their TVs there, inside and out. And, we love the wings.
Well, I certainly love them.
I know you do, especially the sauces. And so that's been a lot of fun to be able to go back to Buffalo Wild Wings. So we're going to go to lunch and have our final lunch of the season. We've had a lot of lunches this season.
We have.
Yeah, we have. All right, so here we go. Bleeding. If you do get a chance, make your way over to Buffalo Wild Wings. You can watch all the CTV Sports channels there on their many TVs. And it's a lot of fun. Their staff, the people, their staff is just so much fun to be around also. Not just the burgers and the wings and the entertainment. They're just, but you can check out polo and all kinds of different sports. Here we go. On the move, and 4-2 here. So, one unanswered goal in the second chucker.
Yeah. Well, it looks like Rafool Polo, well, they had a bit of a slow start, but Henry Porter so far has kept them in this game. Remember, we saw 2 goals in the first chucker to 1. Not quite the switcheroo, but they are coming back. And there is still, of course, plenty of time, but on the move again here. Oh, and that's another great pass for Grand Champions Polo Club. On the move with the number 2. You know his name, Fran Spinacci. Another beautiful grey pony he's on. Gets the ball sent back into the danger zone. Spinacci puts a little bit of a spin on that one. He might have slightly overcooked it, but I do like the play here and the way they're harmonizing here, Grand Champions Polo Club.
Yeah, good rotation here. Milo's been in the front. But Milo's going to rotate behind, and Camacho's going to play deep and all day long with the 3 amigos in front of him, you could call them, the 3 0-goalers, and just let them rotate around in front. You don't hold the back door down. Let them just run the goal, and just good rotation by the 3 young players. Now, look at Camacho's going to go ahead and get Milo involved. Nice little try there, but stolen away by Tato, and Camacho will control. Uh-oh.
Yeah, now did Camacho come across that line? That'll be the question.
See what we got here. We got a whistle on the play. Oh, Milo might have Make sure he's okay. We're not exactly sure. Milo kind of was making a turn there and had control, but he gave a thumbs up. So that's good. And our mount officials there, Pepe Gaston. Oh, I guess he was making that turn, and when he was making that turn, he was reaching out so far, and I guess the horse will propped on him a little bit. And but he said he's okay, so he'll hop right back on. He's going to use the same, stay on the same mount as he can, or he could change it if he wanted to by the rules. But I think he's going to stay on it. Young players like this riding all the time. I mean, they're in the saddle and sticking balling and working out. But they'll make sure Milo and his mount is okay. Right on the scene there. Medics, of course. Safety first. Grand Champions Polo Club, Aspen Valley Polo Club. Always at a high level. And so I believe there was, might go with a straight bowl-in, or because it looked like there was a bit of a melee play here, or they might go with a fair play bowl. I'm not sure if Camacho or Tato had control. And maybe Tato did. Santos. Yeah, Santos did have control after that play. So they're going to go with fair play bowl-in. It'll be Juan Bellini.
And that's always a dangerous thing because he's another one of those long-distance hitters. That ball going deep into the half of Grand Champions Polo Club. But Tamacho Pierres will pick up that play. Oh, a nice steal here by Santos. Now, can he turn quick and get that most important shot off on goal? He does. That's a clever play here. And the first goal by Santos Bellini.
Yeah, this is what Santos needed, too. This will get him fired up for the second half. He's been working very hard in the middle of the game. And that's just a super hook. Great turn. Loved the mount here. Santa Rita breeding operation. Halo Polo Ponies mounting Tato. And he's getting a lot done on this bay mare. Gets him right out in front. And Macho's not an easy guy to get around. Great play there by Santos.
So one goal in it now, Dale, all of a sudden. But on the move is Artemio Figueres. And he would have also had some solid coaching from Papa Nacho. Ball sent back. Now then, Porter. Beg your pardon, Bellini. Nobody home to pick it up. But look, yeah, you said, Dale, that's had a bit of a knock-on effect here. He's very much come alive now here in this third chukka. But you've got to give it up to these youngsters here.
Oh, well done. Tato's going to get another one. That's a spectacular polo here by Bellini. I mean, these two kids are so tough. Watch this. He just stays right in here, and he just going to block it with his horse. Oh, with his mallet. Well done, Santos. I thought it went off his horse. It looked like he went over there, which is a perfect play because you know he's going to tail that ball, but Santos takes it right out of the air, avoids the post. Well done, but what a mare.
Yeah.
Man, it's going to go to a courtesy change, but that just shows you how much you can get done. 2 goals in less than a minute.
Well, you said it, Dale. You said it, and it's a phrase I will take with me when I go back to Europe. It is a game of inches.
Game of inches.
You know.
We saw that so much yesterday in the finals of the Triple Crown. I mean, there were some plays in there that were just inches, goals, hooks, missed hooks, just everywhere. Oh, here's another good shot. Here's Pablo McDonough with Milo, his son. So that's great right there. You had, over 20-some goals on the sideline, almost 30 goals on the sideline down there. Coaching. You got to love that. Love to see when their fathers and all the mothers, too. And remember, our women's polo this year was amazing, WCT.
Oh.
And that final was awesome.
No, Dale, this is, as I like to always say, this is not just Grand Champions Polo Club. It is Grand Champions Polo Club where champions are born, raised, and bred.
You said it. You actually came up with that phrase what, 3 years ago?
Yeah, about that.
The next thing you know, the weeds are popping, blowing up everywhere. I mean, I can't believe the amount of players. But, especially the kids. I know a lot of. We know a lot of them, and recover. But they leave 3 months later, and they're 2 feet tall.
Yeah.
A lot of them, especially Artemio's grown, and Fran Milo's on his way, and here we go, 4-4.
Yep. So Bellini, can he put Rafool Polo into the lead before they go into the halftime break? We've just had the courtesy change, so a good 3.5 minutes left to play. Tamacho Pierres, he'll be thinking the same. Can we restore a little bit of an advantage going into that second half? And we might even see Tamacho run this one himself. This is down to horsepower. Here we go. Tamacho Pierres against Juan Bellini. Bellini coming out on top in that little duel. And now then, picked up nicely by Porter. Henry. Yeah, biding his time, reading it well. It's a lot to do with reading the play. And Porter, well, that is how you get it done. Henry Porter picking up his third. And by doing so, puts his team, Rafool Polo, in the lead.
Yeah, great chucker here for Rafool Polo. I mean, everybody just raising their level to go into halftime. Remember, 6 chuckers here in the 8-goal. Not much Artemio can do there. I like the way he switched over, though. Well done to switch over to the other side and almost make a play out of the air there. So good. I mean, as good as you can do on D. Great goal by Porter. Just perfect shot.
And here we go again. This time it'll be the turn of Bellini Jr., and that's what he does. That's why he is Tamacho Pierres. Came out far out of the saddle there. Got a piece of the mallet and stopped that run. Now then, Milo McDonough, a little under the neck, tries to get it past Bellini. He will leave it for Tamacho. Tamacho now, and this is how you disable a defense. Bellini coming in down the line. I was talking about that Bellini. It's all about the anticipation, but they are pressing very hard. But now let's see if Santos can turn things around. A little bit of a miss hit on that ball. They override. Oh, he got a piece of it. Nicely done again to Macho. First man to the scene. And a quick turn here by Porter. Rafool Polo on the move. Little under a minute and a half left to play. Tamacho again, he's got his hands full there. Needs to take on 2 attacking players from Rafool Polo. Santos Bellini, Porter behind. No blue shirt inside. Oh, hang on, there it is. That would be the third man, and that will be Juan Bellini, and that'll be easy pickings for Senor Juan Bellini.
Well, 3 different players scoring here in the third chucker for Rafool Polo. That's going to give them a lot of confidence going into the second half here. I don't know if they'll get back to the center. They might get back for it, although just bad luck here for GCPC. Kind of overrode the ball. Everybody was making was actually lined out well on defense. You know, I love, we go back to that play to Porter, the non-call where Porter turns it. What I really love about these young guys also for the GCPC team, they had their malice in the air, but you notice none of them slowed down. They were all running, still running, and so they learned to play the game. You know, I mean, that's just part of the game, of course, but they didn't give up. They just kept flowing. So it's going to take us to our first half stats, and here they go. 6-4. Should be pretty close here. 8-5 on the shots. That makes sense. Look at that, though. Very good. Not too bad shooting on it. You know, the knock-ins here for Rafool, GC Polo, they can bring it up a little bit on their shooting comparison numbers. Throw-ins, pretty even, 5-4. Also, GC Polo, they got to be careful. 3 fouls. That's not a lot of fouls, but when the Rafool has not fouled, that's when it becomes an issue. But 3 fouls is not bad at all. If I'm coaching them, I'm not worried about it. And there you go. Just they only had the 1 penalty that was scored, so the other 2 were penalty 5 from the spot or from the center, 5 A's and 5 B's. So what do you think for the first half?
Well, I think that Rafool have clearly found their rhythm. That's, you know, the figures don't lie here. They had a bit of a slow start, but they got off to a much better start in chucker number 2 when they had the only goal scored. But chukker number 3 is, as you were just saying, Dale, is where we had a total of 4 goals coming from 3 different players. 2 goalless chukkers from Grand Champions Polo Club. So I'm pretty sure that Signor McDonough, Signor Spinacci, and Signor Figueres, and I mean the papas here, the fathers, will be having to adjust their strategy because they're going to have to do something when they come back for the second half.
I'd love to have that tent mic'd up because you got some polo players there. Okay, well, we're going to have a little halftime break, so stay with us, and we'll be back for our second half of the 2023 limited edition 8-goal final.
We're here at Santa Rita Polo Farm cooking an Argentine-inspired fire meal for the Ganzi family. We have a 4-course meal tonight, and everybody will be tasting the food that we cook on the fire. We're here in Wellington at the Santa Rita Polo Farm. It's a beautiful place that we've come for several years. We love cooking here. The combination of our fire cooking with the table set next to the barn and to the horses just creates a beautiful atmosphere, and we love coming here and creating experiences every year. I think anybody that is new to these events is going to be very shocked right when they walk in, not only because of the grill setup or the fire cooking, but just the whole walk into this barn, you know, with the horses eating right next to you, and then the tables are set with candles. I just think the whole atmosphere around this place is beautiful and very shocking. With the menu, we always try to, you know, bring new things to the dinners, new items. Obviously, we try to source everything that's in season and try to do our best to keep the menu changing and flowing. I'm Augustine Malman, and welcome to my chef's table at Senorita Polo Farm.
Welcome back to CTV Sports. I'm Dale Schwetz.
I'm Jan-Erik Frank. A very good afternoon to you.
And we're preparing for the second half of the limited edition ACO Final 2023. Exactly. We got some of the players out there. Jan, let's meet the players.
Indeed. Let's go through the two teams. In the light blue and white, we've got Grand Champions Polo Club led by Milo McDonough. Playing off 0 goals at number 2. Also of 0 goals, Francisco Spinacci. And the third 3-goaler, the Three Musketeers, if you will, Artemio Figueras. And then at number 4, we have the 6-goaler, Tomacho Pierres. And they so far have only scored twice, and that was in the first chukker, Fran Spinacci and Artemio picking up a goal in that first chukker. Rafool Polo in the dark blue, led by the captain, Ray Rafool. He's in at number 1, off -1 handicap. Number 2, a young player who we didn't see too much of in the first 2 chukkers, but he very much came alive in chukker number 3, hitting the target twice, Santos Bellini. But very consistent, the young man from England, Henry Porter, with a goal in each of the first 3 chukkers. And then, of course, at number 4, also picking up his first goal in chukker number 3, Juan Bellini. So you join us here for the second half. The current score is Rafool Polo in the lead by 6 goals to 4. Bear in mind that Grand Champions Polo Club, who are 6 goals, came in with a 2-goal lead on handicap.
Yeah, they just they came out super strong, the GCPC team. So we'll see what happens if they return the same way that they started, because they came out, scored 2 quick goals, and made it 4-1 right away. And then they still had 4-2. Like you said, after the second, Jan, it was this third chukker. Rafool Polo got warmed up. Started with Santos. He was on fire. And Bellini, that gave him a ton of confidence. And then Porter lined out, and then Juanito, as I call him, even though he's the father. I call him Juanito.
Do you?
He scored a lot of goals. So, man, he was awesome from the penalty line. We haven't seen they were very clean, man. The Rafool Polo didn't foul 1 time in the first half. And give it up. There's Ray. Loves his polo. Well, what a fun guy. And he said he pumped up the string this year. I got to sit and talk with him. There's 3 new horses. Says helped his game a lot. Said he enjoys it. He knows exactly the type he likes to ride now. And with the ability to pump the string up, he said it really made a difference. So he's been enjoying his polo. And this is going to be great because we're going to have this whole second half. International rules tournament conditions. We'll bring the bowl into the opposite side of the field. So we're going to get all the players up close and personal right here underneath our center cam. And away we go live from the Senorita Polo Farm, Aspen Field, the finals of the limited edition ACO.
And first attempt to try and steal the ball back there by Bellini, but Tomacho Pierres will send another nice ball downfield, looking for the number 2. And look at this. This could be a great way to start the second half.
Ooh.
Now, if that was the Remington Dale, I don't know what is.
Yeah, that's as close to the Remington as you're going to get. And you know what they told them. Remember, we talked about Nacho and, well, you have Nacho, Pablo, and Pablo. Pablo McDonough, Pablo Spinacci, and Nacho Figueras in their tent. And they basically, surely, they must have talked about Tomacho maybe spreading this thing out a little bit and hitting some long balls, get the young bucks running. And that definitely started early. And here we go again. Tomacho, 1 tap, he's going to release. and get them running.
And who will pick it up on the near side? Spinacci! But did that go through? Oh, just wide. But wow, they're coming out strong. So clearly, that halftime break has done Grand Champions Polo Club a lot of good, because at the moment, even though it's still early days, they are the dominant team here in the first minute of the fourth chukker.
Yeah, there's going to be a safety. So that ball was going in, and Santos leaning necked it out of bounds. You got to give love to it. I mean, he's going to get the safety here, but that ball was going in. There's no other shot that Santos could take. You can't back it.
No.
You can't stop it. What do? He just fired it up under his neck out of bounds. And then made sure he went like this. You put it and said, no goal, guys. We can review all that if we needed to. But we got some great goal judges. Have done a phenomenal job this year. Here we go with this 60-yard penalty 6 safety. Ooh, nice save here by Juan Bellini.
Oh, but he couldn't take it any further. Now then, can they get the best of a tricky situation? And this time, no mistake. That will go on the account of Artemio Figueres.
Yeah, I got to tell you, I like this. This is a good thinking here by Ray, because they just got caught here. They were on the break. He was like, look, he's right in the line of fire here. And he's like, no, I'm going to get out of there. And that's a good move. You got to be careful there. And that's also courtesy of not blocking a player. So great sportsmanship there by Ray Rafool.
So 1 goal in it, 6 goals to 5. And a great start here for Grand Champions Polo Club, top of the second half. But as my Spanish cousin Del Schwetzales would always say, mucho tiempo.
Yeah, mucho tiempo in this one. We will see, because look at this, Porter on the move.
Fast pony, slightly topped it. Figueres stops, turns. Yeah. Remember that old rule, if you snooze, you lose. They've got to be quick, even at this level. And as you said, Dale, very often this does not feel like 8 goal, more like 10 to 12 goal. Here we go, then nice pickup by Milo McDonough, and he was in the right position. They still have possession. Now then, for the equaliser, here comes the shot. And somehow, this time, Santos can't save it. So what a great play here. Grand Champions Polo Cup coming out all guns blazing here in chukker number 4.
Artemio picking up his 3rd goal of the day, 2nd here in the second half. And again, this is just good teamwork. The first play was great because you had Fran take the man out and leave it for Milo. Milo took it down, had a little bad luck. It popped up in the air off of his horse, which made it very hard for Artemio. But Artemio got a piece of it, took it to the right, set up for his goal shot, put it right in there. So well done. Here's GCPC firing on all cylinders here in the fourth chukker.
So 6 goals apiece. Job, first task completed. And still, as we were saying, a lot of time left. Now then, can they push it a bit further and pick up the lead?
So they'll stop the clock right there on the contact. They'll get a whistle on the play. Tamacho Pierres. Bellini going forward. Bellini almost gets it there. Tamacho goes to turn it. Then we have the contact right there. And so I guess they're going to call turning on the play. So they'll drop this one from the spot. And we will have a 5A favor of Rafool Polo. Bellini down the center. Tamacho firing the ball. Picked up here, though, very cleanly by Porter. Henry, has a little problem when Santos going to come in there, though. Pick up the loose ball play. Keep it on the field nicely. Well done. Nice little play right there. Now Santos working it through everybody, and well done, Tato.
Lovely, lovely play here, Rafool Polo. Well, they got a bit of a knock here, but that was a great play. And Bellini, well, like I said, he's really...
His level's raised this year, you know. I've enjoyed watching Santos. He's played a lot of polo. And I told him, I said, since January, man, your game is, every one of them since January has gone to the next way. They let this ball play here. They could have called a foul on the second man there. You saw Juan Bellini Sr. They could have called foul on the second man, but way better to let that play out, because, and then if Santos doesn't score, then call it, because, you might call it 2, and then they miss the 2.
Yeah.
So that play is a better continuation play. I like that non-call by the umpires. Higher level. Right there, Gaston and Pepe. Well, they're some of the best in the world. So another good shot here of Artemio and Nacho. Father coming over. Giving him a little drink of water there, too. Playing well. I got to talk to Artemio last night, as we had an asado after the finals, and he's a cool kid, man. They're all cool. I love getting close to all the young guys. Just been able to grow with them a bit. And you see him still taking there. It looks like Pablo's calling the shots right now, McDonough. But all three Papas there. Pablo Spinacci in the back, Nacho Figueres in the front, Pablo McDonough off the screen to the left. Everyone was looking at him, so he's whatever they said in the tent was worked.
It has.
Because they came out and just are shooting here, and they got the equalizer, and then Rafool came alive. So here we go. After the Kersey change, we're back to the center.
Now then, can Grand Champions Polo Club continue the way they started in the first half of this fourth chukka with, as you said, Dale picking up not only a goal, 2 goals to get the equaliser, but Henry Porter, he wants to get his hands on that trophy as well. Puts it over to Bellini. Bellini now looking for goal number 4. And that ball will be cleared by Tamacho. And not only clear, but a perfect setup here. And he nearly able to run away with it. Figueres, he might get another chance here. He does indeed. Now then, can he outrun Juan Bellini? Artemio looks over his right-hand shoulder, wants to control the ball. Still Figueres, clever play, intelligent polo is being played here by these youngsters. Now then, Bellini overrides it, leaves it for, and he gets a hook from Porter on the number 2, Fran Spinacci. Now then.
Clean meat.
Yeah, sorry, beg your pardon, Dad. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, go clean meat there. I thought that Tamacho might take it more to the right. But he kind of hit it right at Bellini there. So I like the non-call, and they're going to go the other way with it.
Bellini taking care of Spinacci to allow the other Bellini with a shot on goal. Tamacho, they all come back now deep in their own half. Slams on the brakes. There's the cut shot. Will that come off the boards? Yes, it will. Now then, Spinacci, little chip shot up to the front door, looking for Mila. Slightly, only ever so slightly short. Again, coming off the boards. Tamacho hammers it down those boards again. And Santos just being beaten there by Spinacci. Milo tried to put that one into the red zone. Left behind for and picked up by Mr. Porter.
Good polo, running and gunning. I love it. 8-goal, playing more like 12 to 14 now. They have not stopped running for over 2 minutes. No fouls, no balls out of bounds. Still just rolling since the courtesy change. We're going to click down here. They're going to end up finishing this. And they ran for 2 minutes and 43 seconds. We're on the clock when they came back with the courtesy change. Let's see what happens here at the end. Porter might have an opportunity to get one, but Fran, he has the inside play right here. Good clean up by Fran Spinacci. He's going to get one more run here on the little gray pony. Fran checking his shoulder one time, picks this ball up cleanly. Now working it over center. Still has time. 16 on the clock. Fran and the little gray pony just running and gunning here. Shuts it down perfectly. The give and go. Looking for Artemio on the bay mare. Bellini's going to back it out. And what are we playing, 20 goal now? They're running everywhere. Unbelievable. Spinacci. And look at Tamacho slams on the brakes. He'll get it around. Still more time on our outside clock, and that will end it right there. Wow. Rianetic, Frank.
Absolutely phenomenal.
What a final we are looking at here today. Unbelievable. I love it. 8 goals, no way. We're going to send them off. The fifth chucker should be unbelievable, so stay with us here. We'll be back. CTV Sports.
Foot golf is a kind of life, and also it's a combination about golf and football.
So I got into sport through social media. Someone approached me on Twitter and said, have you tried it? I'd never heard of it at that point. So I went to my local course and tried it and just completely fell in love with the game.
This is not as easy as it looks on your body. It's a lot of kicking. We don't normally kick this many hard kicks in soccer.
For me, this and the U.S. Open are the 2 top U.S. tournaments. It's something we all look forward to every single year.
Great fun, and I think everyone will enjoy it when they try it. You can't not have fun.
When you set goals at the start of the season and you're able to achieve them at the end of the year, I think I can speak for everyone and say when we set goals and we make the sacrifices that we make, which a lot of people don't see, and then it all comes to fruition, it's a good feeling.
I literally live, breathe foot golf.
The taqueria has all your polo needs, from the novice to the professional. We carry all of our equipment in multiple grades to fill a price point to suit the individual.
Well, welcome back to the limited edition, I don't know, golf. Because it has been like, it's 8 goal, but it doesn't, this has been, we've seen 8, 12, and I don't know, if you walked in to the CTV studios and you watched that last 2.5 minutes of the 4 chucker, you would know if it was 18 goal pole.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. Big compliments to all the players, all 8 of them, and also compliments to the ponies that they are riding. Because,
unbelievable horses. Yeah, all the horses, just unbelievable. Every one of them. And just very open, clean. And remember, this is a true final, man. These guys are going for it. They all want it, you know. I know the elder statesman right there, I always call him in the pink helmet, wants it. He wants to win every practice game. So, and you know how competitive Porter is, and Tato, Santos, Bellini, and Ray always wants to stand on the podium with the cup. But this has just been a phenomenal game. 5th chucker here, only 1 goal difference. Been going back and forth. Here we go.
And the ball is in play, and it's picked up by, it was going to be Porter, but Porter has it taken off him very quickly. Little chip shot again coming in there from the number 2, from Francisco Spinacci. But Santos, he wants to play as well. And he's managed to get that ball back in the hands of, or possession for, Rafool Polo, and an early whistle after 22 seconds of play.
They come around here on the spin. Turned around nicely by Santos. Back to the inside. And you're going to get it right there. As Tomacic is going to get caught coming from left to right. You get 2 players coming down the right of way. And so bring this one to center. On the melee. And an opportunity here at a 5B in favor of Rafool Polo. Looks like Ray on his favorite gray.
Mm-hmm. And that pony that Juan's riding, that's also, I think, one of his favorites. What's that called again?
Yeah, I think it's Automatica.
That's it.
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
I ride a pilot, I should say, during the summertime. I work with Juan Bellini, of course, in the polo school. And work some of his string during the season. I'll ride with him. And, yeah, she's a great mare.
Long, deep ball here from Bellini, looking for Bellini, number 2. That's Santos, beaten by Tomacho. Tomacho just looking for the perfect pass, and that was a perfect pass. And here we go, and this is what we love watching. Look at that perfect pickup here on the near side by Spinacci. Tees it up nicely. Bellini having to come back. He's got a lot of work on his hands. He will leave that for Figueres. He couldn't quite push Bellini out of the way to pick up that ball on his stick side. So Rafool Polo once again find themselves deep in their own half. That ball didn't go really anywhere. Quick turn. McDonough. In comes Porter. Tries to control it on the near side, put it back on his stick side. Bellini appealing against that play by Tomacho. Pierres takes a shot, and that will just override the goal mouth, but hang on. Oof.
Another Remington. Great non-call on the play. Juan just a little late there. He almost got on it, but a good non-call. Umpire's a good positioning there, as Camacho made the hook and the turn. And almost, what a shot there by Artemio. Here we go, though, as Rafool Polo is going to try to work this one down. Picked up here, a little bit of a sword fight there. Camacho's going to win the neutral play. Oh, yeah, here comes Porter. He's got room to work. Henry, Fran applying the pressure. And he get the ride off Porter. He does. He gets enough. Make Porter have a difficult shot under the neck with it, 90 degrees. That ball is going to be picked up by Bellini. Santos, he'll slow it down now. Good help there from Porter. Keep Artemio away. Oh, Tomacho with the clean ride off, but look at Sato. Bellini rides right through it, shot on goal. This ball's got eyes right in front, backed up and turned around, saved, and it'll be Henry.
Porter. Can he get another chance with a shot on goal? They've done all the hard work. They're deep in the half of Grand Champions Polo Club. A bit of a miss hit. Bellini appealing. He said he was the next man who should have had that right of way awarded to him. Let's see what the umpires make of that.
This is just good call here. He's going to get called on the turn. Just bad luck, but Bellini's in a perfect spot. Watch this 1, 2, 3. Watch Bellini one stride out and the turn.
Yeah.
So they'll call that. Remember, in the 8 goals, safety first. They'll even extend that to 2.5. Tried to Bellini right on it. Look at the open goal here. I'm not sure if they're going to go for the spot. They might go back to the center. We'll have to see. Well, they elected from the center. Remember, that ball could be hit from the spot or the center. Whatever the team decides to do when a foul occurs inside the 30-yard line. Polo field out there, 300 yards long by 160 for any of our new viewers. Remember, do switch directions after every goal, and everybody must play the game with your right hand. So if you're new to the game, and that's how you hit well with your right hand. Porter driving it home and doing a good job from the penalty line here. And remember the pole school. And, Polo just kind of finishing up here during the season. But we'll still have some lessons as we go into our spring polo after, the World Polo League Beach Polo World Cup. And then it will be, the pole school goes up to Aspen.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to take a trip, and it looks like we are going to go ahead and get our courtesy change here. So we'll send everybody off, and good look at the crew. Big shout out to all the trainers and grooms around the world, here and around the world. They take care of those four-legged athletes at such a high level. There's a good shot of Pablo McDonough. Checking out the stick here. Checking out each stick for his son, Milo. Making sure he's got the right one. Making sure the head is not wrong. Dad was giving him one. He says, give me the other one. And then he takes what his dad is. I know you're 10 goals, Dad, but I still like to pick my own now.
Yeah.
No, they're great. No, they got a great relationship. All of those fathers are very close to their kids. You spend a lot of time with them. And there's a CTV van right there where our IRO third man, Steve Lane, is always positioned with his iPad in real time. A technology that Les Ganzi and Mike Ferrer, our executive producer, have been working on for a couple years. And, wow, here you go. Poof, goes the Magic Dragon.
Yeah.
So beautiful, but it's changed the game, given the ability for the IRO and third man to be at the field, to be in constant communication with the umpires, and be constant communication with the CTV studio. So it gives us the ability to bring the level of umpiring to a higher level, and, of course, the visual game that you are witnessing. Here we go. After the courtesy change, let's see if the grand champion, GCPC, can get it within one goal or get the equalizer. Nice shot here by Tamacho. He's got Milo on the move. Oh, Milo, that's a good ball. He's going to have to open it up, or he might have time to turn it. He goes for the cut shot. Fran now with the back shot, and finished by Tamacho on the 1-2-3.
Yeah, that was a goal. You can really see, you could sense how that was a goal in the making. Very unlucky here for Milo not to put that one through. But that little touch, did you see that little touch? Teed it up perfectly for Tamacho, and that was a very important goal. But you might see it again here. This is where he slightly tried to cut over that little touch there from Spinacci. And that is, again, what you were saying, Dale, a game of inches, and that really was a very clever play.
Yeah, no, well done. And when they line out really well there, this Grand Champions Polo Club team, they are tough. They're a force to be reckoned with. But this has been a bit of a roller coaster, back and forth. Little sword fight going on here. Artemio, Bellini, and, here comes Milo.
On the move. Takes it over to the boards. Figueres right behind him. In comes Bellini, just rides in. And Gaston Dorignac, I think, just voicing a few words of caution there. Bellini has possession for Rafool Polo. Hammers that down, but final stop will be Tamacho Pierres, and he will hammer that one over onto the far side. A lot of space for Artemio Figueres to work with. But he's got to be careful. Bellini is coming back now. Spinacci coming back up as well. There is Milo. There's the long pass. Nicely done. Little under the neck shot here. Look at that. Where's that going to go from? Spinacci. And hang on. Coming from nowhere. Oh, well, this is great play. This is just amazing play.
Woo! You fan. That'll bring a smile on your face. I don't know. I might be on the other team and have a smile on my face. Just great passing. And Milo jumps on this right-of-way. Well done by Porter to stay near side. Almost picked up by Fran and the man who started it, Artemio. But what a great play, because this actually starts with Tamacho.
Yeah.
Tamacho making a super play on the end, and then they just run the turn. And I guess they might trigger this final goal shot. And we will see. I thought he had enough time and space. Yeah. We'll see what happens here. But it actually does start. Okay, so I guess he does. Yeah, they're going to foul. He got a foul. So Artemio must be coming from left to right there as they trigger the goal. And I would love to see a new procedure. We talked a lot about it. Israel always talk about new procedures. Every goal to be reviewed.
Every goal?
Every goal. We could review every goal, believe it or not, while they're riding the center. And remember, we could trigger a goal, right?
Yeah.
So why not just check every goal?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, they do that in football.
They do.
You know, they check every touchdown. So it's just something, you know, we're always talking about it. We're always trying to elevate the game, and this is one of the conversations that has come up. And, you know, we could actually get it done while they're going back to center.
Yeah.
And if the IRO was like has any kind of
doubt,
he can say, "Stop, guys."
Yeah.
And then they could even send it to us here in the studio if they needed an extra look.
Sure.
But it just seems to me like the development of the game might need that.
Well, you probably are. You're onto something there.
I put the 2-point conversion in this year.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
We talked to a lot of the pros. They enjoyed, the situation. They'd like to see it a little closer. They like to see like a 130 or 120 line. So that's always something to think about. And just because, you got to hit that ball just perfect for the 2-point. But we did put it in play, and it was fun. It was fun to have. It's development of the game. Watching the game grow is a big part of what we do. Grand Champion Polo Club, Astor Valley Polo Club, CTV Sports. Here we go. So they're going to take that goal back, even though it was very exciting to watch. And here they go. Around the far side. It's going to start the same way they did before with Artemio. He's got Fran out in front here. Nice little play as he brings it back to Tamacho. Now Tamacho will open this one up down the line. And does he have a player over there? No, it's going to be Bellini.
Now then, but hang on. Bellini nearly had his pocket picked there by that young man, Fran Spinacci. Down to the last 40 seconds of play here in Chukker number 5. Well, very unfortunate that we did have that foul, because I thought it was a great goal and it would have set the stage perfectly for an exciting 6th and final Chukker. But at the moment, Grand Champions Polo Club still looking for the equalizer. Shot on goal by Bellini, and I'm pretty sure that will bring us to the end of Chukker number 5. So just the one goal in it, Dale, all to play for in Chukker number 6. When we come back, you don't want to miss this. We'll have a short little break here on CTV Sports, and then we'd very much like to have you or welcome you back here for the 6th and final Chukker of the limited edition 8-goal final 2023.
Today's high temperature is 8 degrees above normal. Experts are warning that if the
Don't let them in, don't let them see. Be the good girl you always have to be. Conceal, don't feel, don't let them know. Well, now they know. Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, let it go. Turn away and slam the door. I don't care what they're going to say. Let the storm rage on. Cold never bothered me anyway.
I am Nick Weaver. I am the co-founder and COO of Blue Delta Jean Co. I've probably measured over 30,000 butts, 7 feet tall and 7 feet wide. Doesn't matter. It is fun making people happy. When you make a garment that fits, that's one thing. When you make a garment fit and look good, that's another thing. And we are very good at the latter. We have grown our company by taking care of people. We have grown by making jeans that fit. There are some things that will never change. Where it's made, how it's made, and who's making them. Every jean is one of one. But now we can get you measured from anywhere in the world. We have rolled out a virtual tailor system. Blown away with the technology. It's unbelievable how accurate it is. It's a quick, easy, touchless way so we can get the measurements to make you a pair of damn good jeans.
Okay, welcome back to our final Chukker. Good shot there of Tamacho Pierez. Big shout out to the Pierez family in Argentina. And he's going to start here and with a knock-in. Down by a goal, GCPC in the light blue jerseys. If you're just joining us for our 6th and final Chukker, Rafool Polo in the darker jerseys. And this has been a phenomenal 8-goal. I got to say, it's been the best 8-goal game of the year. And we've seen a lot of awesome 8 and 12-goal polo, along with the 6 goals, 6, 8, and 12. Here we go.
Bellini trying to get his pony to move. Tamacho, well, he's trying to stop him. Then another little chip shot in front of goal. And now let's see if Figueres can drag and pull that team down the other end, the north end of the field. Because I've learnt that, Dale. This field runs north and south. And look at this, and I think it's much deserved here. The cut shot.
Woo!
What
I was ready for the coast to coast. Man, those two balls, Artemio took to steal it away from the one hook. And then the next one, he caught it off the bounce. He might drag this one in one more time. I thought he might, but he went for the hit. He went for the shot. And they might be taking a look at it just to make sure. Whoa! It definitely looked like it might have been in there, but when we saw the other one, it looked like it was wide, the other angle. So that was kind of interesting. But, of course, our IRO, Steve Lane, he can slow it down, look at it, take a look at it. So, but it's always good. That's another reason what I was talking about.
Yeah.
About reviewing the goals. Reviewing, shots on goals and goals. The ball moves 120 miles an hour, one hit well. All right, here we go. It's going to be get controlled here in this sixth chucker by GCPC. And now Santos.
Bellini on the move, can't control it. Leaves it behind. In comes Porter. Nice little snap out of the wrist there. Still Porter working it. He's got two defenders on his left side. A little bit of a miss hit. Left behind for Santos. Camacho just coming there from right to left.
Yeah, he could come in from behind there. Watch how where Camacho's at. You see he rides in right here from behind.
Yeah.
And then he takes the ball. So a little bit of a blocking foul. And they'll get an open goal here. They're right outside the 60, I believe. Yeah, and Porter's been 100%.
Looking for his third conversion of an open goal penalty. Two. He scored one in the second, one in the fifth, and now a third one possibly here in the sixth. And, well, you can't hit them much better than that, so well done, Mr. 100%. 3 out of 3 here. And, of course, with that goal, pushes Rafool back into a 2-goal advantage. Still plenty of time, but Grand Champions Polo Club need to start scoring quickly.
Yeah, well done. That was Porter's been carrying the load here from the penalty line. Good shooting. Very important. And once again, no goal shot penalties given up by Rafool Polo. You got to give it up to him. Got to give credit where credit is due. Very clean polo inside. Or all they've given up is fives. If they've given up, here they come together. Backed up cleanly. Oh, Camacho's going to have a breakaway play here. Can Bellini stay with him? Oh, he's got to shut it down. Must have went off the pony there of one of the umpires because he hit that ball very hard.
Well, we have a whistle on the play. Let's have a look at this again.
I figured it
exactly.
did. Yeah, because that ball would have been another 30 yards downfield.
Yeah.
And then you have a foot race between him and Bellini. But it happens. It is part of the game. And I guess they're going to get a penalty going the other way here. So they're going to bring us back to the center for a 5B. And they're going to drop it from the center. So let's see. Here's an opportunity for GCPC.
And it'll be taken by Camacho. Knocks it into play. Now the pass. Out to the right-hand side. Bellini coming in. And so is the other Bellini, but he's surrounded there by light blue shirts. And, that might just go in his favor. Let's see what the umpires make of this one.
He might catch him on the turn here. Once he gets there early enough on that one, right here when they come in, and right there, yeah, you know what? Artemio just needs to take that one forward or backwards one more time. If he takes that one backwards, and he'll learn that. He just turned it right away. You know, if he takes it, because the first play clean, he's caught on the second one. If he takes it back another one, or back that ball, really, then he's free. So that'll take us to our final courtesy change here in the 6 chucker. 2-goal lead. Still a lot of time. And they'll be getting on all fresh 4-legged athletes. Beautiful bay pony here, Wambellini. Spinacci, McDonough. A good shot of Pablo. Come on, Artemio. He's had the opportunities. He played well, man.
He's played well.
Played very well, all of them.
All 3 of them.
They've had the opportunities. We'll see on our final stats. They've been shooting at goal a lot more than they did in the first half. Nacho giving a few words here. Giving a little energy. Great shot there, father-son. And here we go, Artemio. Can they get it done? 3:49. See if the Rafool Polo can hold on here, Yan.
Yeah, I'd like to see this go to the equalizer and then just make it down to 1 goal. So 9-7 then. Second half of chucker number 6. And all to play for. But it's going to start off with a hit from the halfway line, a 5B in favor of Rafool. Taken by Bellini. Sends it out to the right-hand side to find his son, Santos. Tomacho steals the ball. Now then, they need to be very quick, because not only are they down by 2 goals, they're very strong opponent, Rafool Polo, but the other opponent, of course, is the time, which they are now running out a little bit. There's the backhander, picked up straight away by Tomacho. In comes Bellini. In comes Rafool. Back to Tomacho. Now then, is that ball going to land for Spinacci to run with it? Porter. Henry will take it and turn it back down. We're under 3 minutes. I'm pretty sure that Rafool Polo will have a strategy here, which is to make the clock work in their favor. And the way to do that is to hold on to the ball possession for as long as they possibly can, disrupt any kind of rhythm or play of Grand Champions Polo Club. But here now the pass once again. Figueres, nice, good first touch here. Looking at all 3 of them coming out to goal. Figueres, little under the neck, there it comes. And it just goes wide. How unlucky, but a great run once again by Artemio.
Yeah, wow. The Bellini boys taking a breath there. Ooh, think about it. It's some really close calls. They've had their opportunities here. They still have time. Remember, goal a minute. And they've been playing open styles. Nice ball here by Juan to find his son, Santos.
And he will just cruise now and just at a leisurely pace work that ball, because that, of course, also costs a lot of time on the clock. Turn around by Spinacci. Come on, Fran. Again, the challenge from Santos. But nice support from Tomacho. Tomacho will work it now. Will he have a crack at this? Tomacho, there's the Well, he tried to play that in such a way that he could outrun Bellini. He nearly got away with it. Spinacci now with a clear run to goal, as has Milo, and it's going to be the final touch by Milo McDonald.
There you go, and this is just what they needed. They're going to get back to center here. They're going to have a good 45 seconds if they can win the bowling, as it'll drop under a minute by the time they get the next bowling in, but they should have a true 45 at least, I would say. Good teamwork here. And Milo. Very, very unselfish polo there by GCPC. All right. Now, you might stop the clock here. And I got a feeling they stopped the clock. Based on a four-legged athlete. 55 seconds. Yeah, man. Get ready. They win the bowling here. This is a huge one. Oh, out the back door, Porter. But he's going to override, and they're going to control.
And once again, Spinacci not able to control it. Santos gets a hook from Milo, but left behind for Juan.
And Juan, he's gonna use the clock here. This is just a smart play. Tamacho's going to come up on him. Now he's got to release. But see, well's been played here by Tamacho. If he doesn't come up to him, he doesn't have to do anything there. He can just play with the ball. So well done. Let's see if they get control. They're going to get control in the final run here with 23 seconds on the clock. Here we go.
Over on the far side, look at this. They're all coming at it now. Milo McDonald, unlucky, but hang on. Tamacho will send it back down the field. Can Spinacci get a piece of this? Bellini sends it back towards the boards. Tamacho, the last second.
Oh, and it's going to run out on him right there. You can see. Wow. What a game. Everybody scoring goals for GCPC. And great job by Rafool Polo, though. Ray doing his job, defending. They are very not too easy to defend. A very young, quick team. Here we go. Look at that. Look at how it changed the shots. You remember? They had less shots in the first half. The GCPC team, they have more shots at the end of the game. So well done. They definitely picked it up. Good coaching, guys. And knock-ins, that's where it hurt them. Look at Rafool knocked in 7 times, and those are 7 misses by Grand Champions Polo Club. So they just missed the goal, and only 3 knock-ins by Grand Champions. So Rafool, great shooting. Throw-ins, they won 2 more, but not too many different. Look at the fouls committed, though. 10-2. That's another. To have a close game this close with having 8 more fouls committed against you, they still played really well. 3 of those were goals, and they were hammering Porter the whole way. So, yeah, there you go. What an amazing final. Can't think of a better way to actually have one of our final games of the winter season. That was the 8-goal game. As I said, at times, if you would have walked in here and saw it, or you turned it onto your screens, wherever you watch CTV Sports from, you would not know what level this polo was.
No, you certainly wouldn't. And I think both of these teams, well, what a great way to, as you said, they'll finish the season here. Well, not quite the season, but this WPL season, of which, of course, we had the big final yesterday. Once again, congratulations to Audi, but also congratulations to Wakas Al Sadiq and Pampanota Biotricity. Congratulations today very much here. Well done, Ray Rafool, Santos, and Juan Bellini, and, of course, Henry Porter. But you know what? To watch these young kids, Milo, Fran, Artemio, play together, it's just a joy, and it just tells me that the future of polo is very bright.
Oh, unbelievable. And, I mean, and I know Ray feels the same way. To come out of a game playing against such young players, and also to be able to see all the great players there coaching them. And it just brings it's very heartwarming. All right, well, stay with us because we're actually going to have our trophy presentation for you, and we'll bring that to you. But we're going to go to a little break, so get yourself a snack. We'll be right back here on CTV Sports for our trophy presentation of the 2023 limited edition 8-goal final. right, welcome back, everybody, here to our trophy presentation to the 2023 limited edition 8-goal final. My man, Jan Erik Frank.
Indeed, what a great final we saw, and we are going to start proceedings. We're delighted to have Vicky Rafool, who is going to do the prize presentation. Thank you very much. We were going to start with the best playing pony. I think we might well leave that till the end. So for those of you down there on the field, I think first of all, a big round of applause is in order for both of these teams. Well done, Grand Champions Polo Club, and well done, Rafool Polo. So without any further ado, let's start with the runners-up, and that was Grand Champions Polo Club. Please step forward at number 1, the very young and talented Milo McDonough. Well done, Milo. At number 2, well, keep an eye on this young man. He has got one hell of a future ahead of him. Give it up for Signor Francisco Spinacci. And this young man, another one of those superstars on the horizon. What a cracking performance we saw here by Artemio Figueras. And, of course, the man with the 6 goals to his name, the gentleman. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Tomacho Pierres. Well done, Tomacho. So, that, your team, the runners-up of this limited edition 8-goal final, are now over to the winners. What a great performance here after a bit of a shaky start. And I'm sure Vicky will be happy to present this to the number 1, El Capitano, Ray Rafool. And then over to, well, a man who I think also will be going up in his handicaps, no doubt, very soon. Ladies and gentlemen, the very talented Santos Bolini. This young man, all the way from England, he scored a total of 5 goals. Very well done. Put your hands together for Mr. Henry Porter. And, well, what can you say about this man? He might need another cabinet for another trophy, ladies and gentlemen. At number 4, once again, Senor Juan Bolini. Now, we do, of course, also have the award, as we do for every final, also for this, no exception, the limited edition 8-goal, the MVP, the most valuable player of this final. And I'm sure you will agree that it'll come as no surprise that that award goes to Santos Bolini. And with that said, we'd like to also thank our 2 umpires, Gaston Dorignac and Pepe Araja. And if we could now kindly ask the runners... What? Oh, they do have the pony, okay. Well, then let's go to the moment that I'm sure Rafool Polo have been very much looking forward to. Thank you, Vicky Rafool. And once again, well done, Rafool Polo, with that beautiful limited edition 8-goal trophy. Congratulations to Ray, Santos, Henry, and Juan Bellini. And well done, all of you. And here comes the pony. Let's just get a good shot of her. Best playing pony of the limited edition 8-goal final with the Grand Champions Best Playing Pony blanket. A lovely grey mare. Her name is Mentirosa, and you can see the very proud young man who rode her, Francisco Spinacci. So we did manage to get the pony in right at the very end. Well, Dale, what a great way to... to end the limited edition 8-goal final, which, of course, due to the rain, we had to postpone by 1 or 2 days. But it was an absolutely great season. Remember, we're heading down to the beach for the World Polo League's Miami Beach Polo World Cup, which, of course, starts next Friday. From me, Dale, I'd like to finish off by saying, first of all, to you, to also Sharon. I'd like to thank very much our so-called surrogate mum who's been looking after us throughout the season. Big love to you, Sharon. I'd like to thank Mike Ferreira and the entire Chukka TV, CTV crew here in Wellington for hosting me and having me here in the studios. But I'd also like to thank Jordan and the entire crew being so good and efficient in bringing us to the stats. But, of course, saving the best for last, Dale. It's been a pleasure and an honor once again working with the one and only
love you, buddy.
Dale Schwetz.
I love you, and you couldn't say it any better. This is a family here at CTV Sports. We said that earlier, and what a way to end our winter season. I mean, I thought the game yesterday was just a level, and then we go down to the 8 goal and put the frosting on the cake. So once again, everybody, thank you for tuning in to CTV Sports. And I got to say this, I hate to say this because it's one of our last broadcasts of the season, but for Jan Erik Frank, I'm Dale Schwetz, and I speak for everyone here at CTV Sports when I say thank you for making us the leaders in polo broadcasting. And when you see games like you saw yesterday and games like today, you understand why we here at CTV Sports always say we love the polo.